Establishment of sex through differential development in an individual at the time of zygote formation is what is known as sex determination. It was first observed by Henking in 1891, who could trace a specific nuclear structure all through spermatogenesis in few insects. He observed that 50% of the sperms received by the specific structure after spermatogenesis gives one type of sex, and 50% of the sperm which did not gives another type of sex. He termed this structure as X body, which later the scientists gave the name as X chromosome. There are specific chromosomes in the organism which sometimes are responsible for determination of sex, and this particular type of chromosome is called the sex chromosome, and the other chromosome which resides other than this sex chromosomes are called the autosomes. Now there are different methods of sex determination that can be seen, like homogamity, where similar type of gametes will be formed, or heterogamety, where different type of gametes will be formed. Now, depending on which type it is, there are various types of the sex determination method that exist. The XO type. In this type, we will find that the ova bear a pair of X chromosome, while the sperm bear only one X chromosome, along with all the other autosomes. Now, when the eggs fertilized by the sperms having X chromosomes become females, while the one which does not will become a male. XY type sex determination. In this type, what we will see that in males, the X chromosome is present along with another chromosome which is very small and is called the Y chromosome. The females have a pair of X chromosome instead. Both males and females bear same number of autosomes, and the female are called the XY types, and the females have been given the name the XX types. This is called male heterogamety. The ZW type. In this type of sex determination, it will be seen that the females have a Z and a W chromosomes. Well, these are just the names given to those chromosomes specifically. It doesn't retain any shape of Z or W later. So, the males have a pair of Z chromosomes, while the females have Z and W chromosomes. ZO type determination. In this, we will find that the male have a pair of Z chromosomes, whereas the females have only one Z chromosome. In human, out of the 23 pairs of chromosomes, 23 are perfectly matched in both male and females. These are known as the autosomes. And the one that doesn't match, that varies rather, is known as the sex chromosome. It is given the name the X and the Y. In female, there are two X chromosomes, and in male, there is an X chromosome and a Y chromosome. In humans, the specific gene on the Y chromosome, which is known as the sex determining region Y or SRY gene, plays a key role in development of male sexual characters. The SRY gene is also known as the testis development factor gene or the TDF gene, because this is the one that leads to development of the testes, which ultimately leads to formation of all the character that is masculine. So if it is present, then fetus will develop into a male, and if it is absent, then the fetus will not develop into a male. Now, a pair of X chromosome that is present in the female, one of it comes from the sperm and the another one comes from ovum. So it is clear that it is the male which leads to determination of sex, because the male produces two different types of gamete, one the X and another one the Y, whereas the female produces two similar types of gametes, which is only the X. So if the sperm carrying the X chromosome merge with the ovum, then it gives a female fetus, and if the sperm carrying the Y chromosome merge with the ovum, it gives a male child. In case of Honeybee, the sex determination pattern is known as haplodiploidy, in which an unfertilized egg develops into a male, which is produced by parthenogenesis, whereas the eggs that will be fertilized will give rise to a female. The fertilization of the egg is possible when the male produces an gamete by mitosis instead of meiosis. When the female produces a royal jelly, the two combine and give rise to a female embryo.